Welcome to Emma-Saac channel once again. The purpose of this channel is to educate, enlighten, and to make sure that our members become the best version of themselves. We want to see the best version come out in you. We want to see the best version in you. With that being said, let's get right into the details of this video. And today's topic is going to be on the 3 ways to break out of poverty. The 3 ways in which you and I can break out of poverty. Well, you know that we cannot actually get into the details of this video without getting to understand what poverty is all about. Poverty is the state in which one lacks the usual or socially acceptable amount of money or material possession. It means that there is a particular amount of money or there is a particular amount of resources a person is supposed to have that is socially acceptable. And when a person lacks that particular amount of money that is socially acceptable, the person is said to be poor. Poverty is said to exist when one lacks the means to satisfy basic needs. There are certain basic needs that you and I need to survive every day, like clothing, shelter. These are basic needs, they are important needs. And then when the person lacks the means, without to satisfy these basic needs or these important or essential needs, that person is said to be poor. Now, I would like us to know the causes of poverty. Now that we have known what poverty is all about, now what causes poverty? What are the factors? What are the things that can cause poverty? The number one and the greatest thing that causes poverty to us is our mentality. Having a poverty mentality. According to what I have here, until you change the way you think, you cannot change the way you live. Poverty starts from the mind. And until you change the way you think, you cannot change the way you live. For you to change your environment, you have to first of all change your mindset. You have to first of all change your way of thinking. Some of us think in a very, very disdainful manner. We see ourselves like grasshoppers. We see ourselves as we are unworthy to step into that particular place. We are unworthy to do that particular thing. We are unworthy. Why will it be me? Oh, I cannot be the one to become the president of Nigeria. Oh, I cannot be the one I cannot do that thing. No, I cannot. How will somebody like me be eating with such a rich man? How will somebody like me be occupying a 3-bedroom flat? Even when somebody is telling you that you can do this, you don't believe it. That is the poverty mentality we are talking about. You conclude yourself before situations around you conclude you. So until you change the way you think, until you change the way you reason, you cannot break out of poverty. Even the Bible said it, that as a man thinketh in his heart or in his mind, so he is. So if you think poor, definitely you will be poor. If you think rich, definitely you will be rich. So your surrounding attests to the fact or attests to how your thinking is. The way your surrounding is, the way your situation and lifestyle is a testament of how your thinking is. So if your surrounding is poor, if your surrounding is looking poor, it means that your mindset is poor. So in order to break out of poverty, we have to change our mindset. There needs to be a shift in your mindset. With that being said, now let's go to the 3 ways in which you can break out of poverty. The 3 ways in which you can break out of poverty. Number 1 I have with me is mindset shift. You have to shift mindset. You have to change your mindset. Don't always think of what people can do for you. Think of what you can do for other persons. What can you do for yourself? What can you do to change yourself, to take yourself from point A where you are from point A of poverty to point B of being rich, what can you do for yourself? What can you do for your nation? Instead of crying day and night of how the situation of Nigeria is, why not think of the various ways you can engage in to take your country, my country, away from this particular situation it is? That is truly number one way to break out of poverty. Shifting your mentality. Mindset shift. You shift your mindset. Instead of complaining, you try to look for a way you can add value. You try to look for a way you can be of value to your society and to yourself. So, having said that, the next way in which you can break out of poverty is by having a value-driven life. What I mean having a value-driven life, I'm not talking about a life that looks for harm, for a person that looks for a way to take from the system, or take from the society. A value-driven life is that particular life that looks, or that particular person that looks for a way to add to the system. Every day you complain, oh, I'm poor, oh, I don't have money, oh, my country is not trying. You yourself, are you trying? Are you trying for yourself? Are you doing the best you can to make sure that the next time somebody comes to meet in that particular situation, the person do not find you in that particular level you are? Are you looking for a way to find out what you exactly can do for your country? What can you ask the system? That is another way to break out of poverty. Looking for what you, in particular, can add to the system. What can you add to make sure that Nigeria, to make sure that your society, to make sure that your family, to make sure that yourself lives the particular level you are now to that particular level you want to be. Everything does not end in the mouth. Start doing something. Start looking for methods. Start looking for ways to add to your society. Instead of looking for how your country will be paying you, looking for how you'll be working and you'll be earning money, looking for how you'll be working and earning salary, look for how. What are the things you can do? How can I help my society? How can I help the people around me? That is the true way to break out of poverty. With that being said, the last way or the last thing I have with me is giving. Giving is the third and the most important way to break out of poverty. If you want to get, you have to give. Imagine I want to give you something, or I want to collect something, and then my hands are closed. Do you think I will be able to get? I will never be able to get. So, in order to get, you must first of all release what is in your hand. You cannot get without releasing. For you to get, your hands must be open. You must first of all release, and then that action of releasing gives freedom for the next one to enter. Most persons complain about poverty, but then they are too stingy to be called. They don't give. They neglect the act of giving. Giving is a channel through which God uses to bless you. God cannot bless you when He knows that you or His blessings cannot pass through you to the next person. In order for God to bless you, you must be a channel through which God can use to bless you. So His blessing comes down into you and then passes through you to bless others. So how can you be blessed when you are taking yourself to be like a container that don't allow water to flow through it? In order for you to get more, in order for you to get riches, in order for you to get blessed, you have to be a channel. And one of the ways to be a channel is by giving. By allowing what God has blessed you with, the talents, the gifts, the resources God has blessed you with, to flow to other persons. And according to what I have here, the only way to get is to give away. Right? And then for you to have money, you must make living a lifestyle. For you to have money, for you to have income, for you to have riches, you must make giving a lifestyle. You must learn the act of giving every day. As you give every day, you make yourself a channel, and then when God sees that, oh, this my sister, this my brother, is actually cultivating the lifestyle of giving. Oh, okay, I can actually bless him, and then through him, my blessings will get to other persons. Then God start blessing you. But then if you have a stingy lifestyle, if you have a lifestyle that don't give, that is a red signal. And that is one of the ways that will happen. Thank you so much for listening. With that being said, I hope from today our mindset, our way of thinking would have shifted from where it is now to a mindset that starts thinking riches, that starts thinking of how to give, that starts thinking of how to add value to society, that starts thinking of ways or what you can do to help yourself instead of waiting for other persons to help you. Thank you so much, guys, for listening. Thank you for the time. Hope to see you in my next video. Till then, stay blessed.